In the previous video, I showed you how to install the read Excel package and then load it up and then use that read Excel package to read an Excel file into R. What I'm going to show you in this video is how to do something that's quite a bit easier, and that is to load a CSV file. A CSV file is a comma-separated variable file. Basically, it is a very lowly formatted data dump from a database or another application that essentially has rows and columns, but the columns are separated by commas, and that's pretty much the only formatting that there is. So what R does when you read that file in is it looks for some very basic formatting and actually allows you to pull in the file and separates out all of the variables. The function that we're going to use to read in a CSV file is called read.csv, and that is a native function in R. It's not something that we have to download as part of a separate package. It just exists in the native version of R. And one of the things that we might do is we might set a variable, my file, to be set equal to the results of read.csv, which is our function, and then we put the name of the file in the parens. But in order to put the name of the file in the parens, we also have to specify in quotes, because remember, we're matching strings. So I believe I have a file in here called 2016 capital sales.csv, put that in quotes, close it out in the parens, and it should have loaded it up. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. View, IEW, and the name of the file we're looking at is my_file2. And in fact, there it is. So we were able to do that very easily by simply just setting a variable equal to the results of read CSV. And remember, we put everything in parens and quotes because we're matching on strings. We put the entire file name in there, close it out. Once we have it loaded up, we can take a look at my file, which is what we actually populated through that command. And we can see all of the things here. Now we can do a whole bunch of stuff on this file, on this data set. And we'll talk about that in the next part of this lesson. One thing I'm going to show you, because it saves you a lot of time, is, actually I want to go here. Is a way to not have to worry about what the name of the file is. Remember, I had to actually go in here and type 2016 sales.csv, and I think you might have heard me say, I think I have a file that is by this name, but what if I don't know what the name of the file is? I know it's something 2016 salesy, something like that. There's a way that you can set this up to allow you to select the file from a separate folder. So we could say my file, case, in this case it's going to be 3, be set equal to same function, read CSV, because we have to account for the format of that file. But now what we're going to do is we're going to say file.choose. That's a function as well. So what this is going to do is it's going to say, okay, we're going to let you choose your file from a separate folder. So it's got to go into the same format, read CSV as a function, so you have to put everything inside the parens. But then you have another function called file choose, and it also has parens. So when you hit return on that, it brings up your list of things that are in your working directory. Remember, that was my working directory. And so now I can just go through and say, let's see, what do I want to find? It's called no, it's not Superstore, it's called Sales, 2016 Sales. Well, maybe I can't find it very quickly. And Sales for 2016. This is actually supposed to be easier, but we'll just go ahead and grab it. Grab one of these. This is fine. And it's going to give me an error because I probably didn't have the right format. But anyway, you see the point. The point is that if you don't know what your file name is and you have to search for it, you can do file choose. And file choose just allows you to go in and click on the file and pull it up. Turns out that when you get to loading a whole lot of CSV files, and we're going to use a lot of CSV files throughout the rest of this course, when you get to loading a whole lot of them, the file choose thing is a time saver, huge time saver, and I think you'll grow to really like it. All right, so that includes the how to load data videos. You saw how to load an Excel file and you saw how to load a CSV file. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to give you a file and I'm going to ask you to load it up. I believe the file I'm going to give you is a CSV. So you're going to go ahead and load up that CSV file and then you're going to play around with it. I want you to calculate some things, do some minimums, some maximums, some median, some dimensions, and then calculate mean, median, and also standard deviation. So go go ahead and look for that in the lesson, and you should be able to hit the ground running on this one and complete the assignment.